Hey, how is y'all day going? Welcome back to the wonderful Wilson's world. Keeping it simple today. I'm just going to I'm about to go pick my husband up from work. And this car, I feel like somebody lit a fire in here before I got in. So I'm gonna try to let it cool off a little bit before I pull off, because I ain't even gonna lie now. I was anticipating the warm weather. I won't anticipating it being hot. It's a difference between hot and warm. It's a very big difference. I used to love the summer. I'm gonna say more so when I was a kid is when I love the summer. You know what I'm saying? But now that I am older, I'm more of a fall. Number one, I'm gonna say fall has got to be my top, and then spring. Because fall, because number one, I mean I like the attire, the colors, the smell, as far as just all of that stuff. Like it just be hitting. I love my leggings with my cute sweaters and my boots and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then the weather is like right in between, so that also makes it perfect. And I'm gonna say spring is my second favorite because I enjoy rain. I enjoy a good rain. And I don't want to have to be going to YouTube to find it, you know what I'm saying? But I do if I have to. But yeah, I love spring, you know what I'm saying? I love all the rain. I do enjoy rainy weather. Not stormy as far as it being hazardous, but I like rain. Rain is a very relaxing thing to me. As well as the same thing with the weather. It's in between. It's not too hot, not too cold most of the time. So yeah, let me let this car. It's cooling down soon. I was going to go to Dollar General first because I had to grab something. And I ain't even started school shopping yet, y'all. But we ain't even gonna go there right now because I'm gonna start real soon. Because it's school. The time is really winding down. But anyway, I gotta go grab something, and then I'm pretty much gonna say the next, probably most content y'all will see. I mean, you'll see my basic stuff, cooking, cleaning, all of that. But it's probably gonna be a little bit more of the school thing. You know what I'm saying? School shopping, trying to find budgets, and just turning y'all on. Because I mean, in the back of your mind, you'll sit there and think that everybody knows the same thing that you know, but everybody don't. Because everybody don't shop at the same places. Everybody doesn't buy the same things. So I'm going to continue to post my content as far as my budgeting content. I post a lot of stuff. A lot of people say, find that niche and post that a lot and things of that nature so that you can get your brand deals and all of that. And I truly respect that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't put all my eggs in one basket. That's just the type of person that I am. So I post whatever comes on my heart, and when the time is right, God will open that door. As far as if I get any brand deals or, any of that stuff. Everybody is different. I'm not saying the people that got a niche and post about it and got a brand deal, I ain't saying nothing is wrong with what they did. No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not them. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that, anybody that may be in the same boat as me, just understand that you're just not that person. So never get discouraged or whatever because something may be happening for this person or that person or whatever, and it may be happening faster. Just continue to stay in your area, because that'll be what ends up being your downfall. You're jumping from one area to the next. Really, none of them are your area, but you're just doing it because you see other people doing it. And you trying to get the same results, and it's not meant for you to do. So you're not going to get the same results. When you was wasting time doing that, you could have just kept doing what you was doing. And maybe something would have happened if you would have just stayed being who you are. So I know, a lot of people aren't deep into you posting authentic pretty much material until you get there. That's what they say, People want to post this and that, and you ain't dare you to post that. Okay, but you know what? That's your opinion, and you are very, 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 very much so obligated to it. But I'm gonna post what I want to post, and I'm gonna take the advice that I feel like helps me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm doing everything perfect because I'm new at this, but one thing I know is I'm not gonna get out of my comfort zone to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do stuff that's not me just to blow up. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna start doing hair and trying to do nails full time or any of that just because those are the type of things that blow up. I'm not gonna just do it. So yeah, just pretty much stay tuned for just watching me be me and watching my family be my family, because that's the most that we have to offer as of right now. Now, as far as like, you know, later on, yeah, we plan on doing other things. I need to start doing more content creator vibes. Like, I mean, they have different events and stuff that, you know, pop up around the area for content creators to link up and stuff. I need to start doing those things to broaden my horizon, because like we all know, your target audience can't be people that you know, people that know you. That's just a fact, because the most they may do is give you a like or a love, if that. They're not going to do too much commenting, and they're sure not going to do too much reposting and sharing. So just be yourself, and don't worry about people that you know seeing you, because they're going to see you whether it's on the internet or whether they see you out in public with your camera out. They're going to see you. So keep that in mind. You know, don't really focus on them, because they're not going to be the ones to blow you up. It's going to be the people that don't know you that you're posting and they see your video that's going to blow you up. So continue to stay motivated about that. But we're going to go ahead and head toward my husband's job. That's the main thing I wanted to do. I was just waiting for my ear to get cooler. But let's ride. Let's ride. I don't know how they are about people driving while they're recording. I know TikTok don't allow you to be live and all that stuff, which I understand, because everybody don't have the skill to multitask. You know, everybody doesn't have the skill to drive and properly operate their vehicle and record at the same time. So once I get out of the neighborhood, though, y'all, I'm going to put my camera down, because I don't want to. And y'all don't mind my crack in my window, okay? I do have full coverage, but literally, I'm gonna say maybe like the same week I got my car out of the shop for getting the body fixed on the back end of it, I was leaving my dad's house, going over the bridge, you know, in a big truck, not an 18-wheeler, but just a pickup truck with the big fat wheels on it passed by. He was just passing by. He didn't do anything wrong. And obviously a little pebble, rock or something was in his tire, and it threw it up in the air, y'all. And it literally, this corner right here is where it hit. It hit literally right in the corner of that window. Right now you can't see it. You see it better from the outside, but it wasn't even loud. It was like a little, just barely a little sound, and it cracked about halfway. But now, as you can see, what it does is a crack spreads, especially with this windshield already being old. Yeah, so I ain't really been focused on trying to get it fixed. I could. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I probably could get it fixed really easy. Like, they're probably seeing Safe Light, whatever them people call. They probably will send them to the house and replace my windshield while I'm in the house chilling. I just ain't tried, y'all. And then I didn't report it or whatever right when it happened. So, you know how that goes. But I might still try at some point, because I do have to get this windshield replaced. I mean, it needs to be replaced, period, because it's an old windshield, but that crack got to go, and then it's going to start getting cold, and you know what's going to happen when it get cold. It's going to spread some more. And I know it needs to be replaced, because I got a bunch of small little cracks in it, and I think it's just because, like I said, the windshield it's just old. It's just an old windshield. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull up on the scenes because my husband should be either out here or about to come out. Once I get in here. And y'all, I mean, this ain't where me and my husband met like from the beginning. But we did meet here again. Like we both started here the same. I'm gonna say I think it was a month apart. We started out here at this place. And at that time I was dealing with somebody. So we just was friends. You know, we was already friends before we met again up here. We had already been friends for, I'm gonna say, pushing 3 years maybe. Once I ran back into him out here, which is crazy because I actually ran into my husband twice. I lost touch with him and ran back into him twice in two whole completely different places. So sometimes God got to smack you across the head, you know, because you don't be listening. And it was probably both of us getting smacked across the head. But, yeah, he will definitely pop you across. He'll pop you on the neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? And I think that's pretty much what he was doing. Or maybe me and him both weren't mature enough yet at that moment in time to do what we did now. But I knew my husband for a while. And like I said, and it was crazy how, to me, it was crazy how God worked it out where, okay, he met me right around the time when I started driving trucks, when I got my commercial driver's license. And we kept touch, you know, over the internet and things of that nature, over the phone. And we hung out a couple times. Not very much, but the vibe was just always there, period. Like, it was never any different. So we lost touch. I started driving trucks in Conway, which is right by the beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I had been working there for a little minute. I was still at the point where, because when I first started there, I would drive all the way from Dillon to Conway and back every day. And then, you know, I eventually started staying down there. But this is around the time I was driving back and forth. So I was on my way to work one morning. And as big as Conway, Myrtle Beach area, whatever it is, I stopped at one of these little stores, you know, to get me some breakfast. One of the little stores on a back road. It wasn't even on 501 or anything. It was on one of the back roads. And lo and behold, bam, ran back into him again. At the beach. Ran into him. So I was dealing with somebody. He was still dealing with somebody. But we were still friends. We, you know, contacted each other and checked on each other, and we just literally would have conversation. Like, doing that thing that both of us was lacking from the people that we were dealing with at the time. Still were friends. So, a little bit more time passed. We lost touch again for a little while. I started out here. I had to went through 12 weeks of training and all of these things, and finally got released, you know, on my own, in my own truck, because I was driving trucks out here. He was, you know, working. He works at environmental. So it was one day I was coming in, and I was looking. I was like, that look like, you know. I looked, but I didn't say anything. I looked and I was like, that look like him, you know. So I didn't say anything that day because I didn't know for sure it was him. Continued to work here for a little bit longer, and it happened again. I came in and I parked at the fuel island, and I actually got out. And when I was, you know, fueling up my truck before I parked it, and he pulled up on me because obviously he saw me, and he pulled up on me, and we, bam, started off again. Now we were still friends. We were still friends. We didn't, you know, cross that line or whatever. We remained friends with one another. Because once again, we were still dealing with, you know, the people we were dealing with. And as time progressed, you know, we never lost touch once we actually started back communicating out here. We never lost touch again after that. And at first it was just, you know, we was still friends. Anything I needed, if he could do it for me, you guys, he would. Like, raising those two boys on his own, and I could still depend on him to come through for anything I needed. Like, I can recall a time I was sick, and he called to check on me and stuff, and I told him, you know, I wasn't feeling the best, and he asked me if I needed anything, and I told him, and he came through. He came through anytime, what you want, and he would bring it. And then, you know, I started, you know, getting to know the boys and everything, and it just kind of started growing from there. We started, like, actually hanging out more. Like, you know, he would come over, bring the kids, we would let them link with each other. We went to the beach, you know, took the kids, you know, and then we were still friends then. We were still friends. We still weren't pushing and rushing everything. And my husband always said, because he always thought that I was too good for him. That's how he felt. Like, he felt like I wouldn't pay him the time of day because I had other guys on me. And I'm like, that don't mean nothing. I was never, even in school, I was never the type of person that searched for validation from people or needed to be popular or didn't talk to this person because this person is. I talked to everybody, anybody. It didn't matter who you were. And that's just the type of person I've always been since I was a child. I never searched for those type of things, and he felt that way, I guess, because of just our upbringing, and I was driving trucks and things, and he just didn't thought I was paying him any attention because I was traveling the world. But that's the thing. All these people, you know, I don't know none of them, but I know you. I don't want to have to get to know somebody else all the way over again, because y'all know how that go. It is a very tough job getting to know somebody. It is not the easiest thing to do. So, long story short, you know, I could talk forever about me and my husband's relationship, and there'll be more things to come. But it was one day I just flat out told him, like, you know what, you my man, like, that's it. Because I'm just, you know, right now we doing too much. We just keep running back into each other, and just all this stuff we started just putting pieces together. Because we even had, you know, an individual try to make him look bad on my behalf once before, and it was crazy how that worked out. But we both came together and talked about it, and we laughed about it later, you know. But all of those things just let me know that this is what it's supposed to feel like, on top of how it feels now. So I can't really explain love as far as being able to explain it easily. I just know that it's a lot of things that will let you know. If something is meant to be, you will have signs, and you have to make sure that you're paying attention. Because God will show you. He will show you. He will be showing you. And a lot of times it's not the one that you basically chasing. It's the one that's probably chasing you, and you're not really paying them a whole lot of attention. So that's just part of my story. And the more you guys follow us on our channel, just the more you will get to really authentically know me. I mean, even from my shorts and everything, y'all see who I am. If anything, I just get sillier. Other than that, I'm chilling. I really don't even try to be on no extra or no drama. That's not who I am. I'm a very laid back individual. And I'm trying to enjoy the rest of the life that I have lived. And if I can help influence other people or motivate other people in any way positive, that's what I'm going to try to do. So I hope y'all accept that. And just continue to watch us grow and help us grow. And I will see you guys on the next video.